What's up, YouTube? Brad Hoover from Rants here. So it looks like Simu Liu, who is going to be, of course, the protagonist of the upcoming Shang-Chi movie that's coming out in September, actually is starting to maybe see the writing on the wall a little bit. He's starting to understand that, hey, you know what? This probably isn't going to be a success for Marvel. This probably isn't going to be the MCU that he imagined himself being a part of. Now, I've been really adamant on here. I don't believe that the MCU is what it was. So it's not all Shang-Chi's fault. A lot of it has to do where it's going to be marketed. It's not going to have the appeal for, Chinese audiences like they thought it would, like they were really trying to appeal to. That's really what it all comes down to, is they were trying to appeal to Chinese audiences, and now China isn't wanting that movie. So now they're looking at just a complete and total failure. And a failure that, at the end of the day, might still get a sequel. I wouldn't be shocked, even if this movie made nothing. Even if this this movie just completely and totally flopped. Worse than any movie out there. If by some chance Marvel could somehow say, well, it was because of the pandemic, it was because of racism, because they know how well that worked for Star Wars, they would probably pan it as that and probably try to make another one. But overall, it looks like Simu Liu is starting to understand that, hey, you know what? It's going to be a flop. I don't know when I'm going to play this role again. So let's go ahead and let's read this article. It goes on to say, and this is something from him. It says, talking to THR, Simu Liu says he doesn't know when he'll play Shang-Chi again. The actor spoke candidly about securing the role and his excitement to play the legendary character, but says the main focus for now is just getting the movie out to audiences to see. From there, the reactions and box office will certainly lead to more opportunities, as Kevin Feige has already stated that Shang-Chi will have a great influence on the future of the MCU, which doesn't really make any sense. And maybe I look at it from maybe a sensible standpoint, a business standpoint, not a make your feelings feel good standpoint. When it comes to movies like a Shang-Chi, if it doesn't make money for me, why on earth would I say something like that? That it's going to be basically instrumental in how the MCU moves forward. You don't even know if it's a success or failure yet. You don't know if there's even one single fan out there that's even interested in seeing this. Yet somehow you're going to say that basically this is the way you're going to go. Why? Why would you say that when you don't even know the reaction of fans yet? That is just right off the bat, that shows you how blindly a lot of these ideologues are following things now. They're not doing it to promote diversity. They're doing it for pats on the back now. That's really just what this is turning into. This isn't turning. Hollywood's no longer about making, I guess, money anymore. It's about being for the right side of history, like they always say. When it comes to everything. And they make these ridiculous stands on issues that really no one else in the world even thinks about, and they try to make it into something that is, basically a pandemic in itself. And this is what we get. This is what we get when businesses, Hollywood businesses, stop trying to provide entertainment, but instead try to provide their politics and their political agendas and their social agendas upon fans. This is what you get, is when you get, I bet 10 years ago Kevin Feige wouldn't have said that. I bet he wouldn't. Kevin Feige would have never gone out there, even with Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and said, this is the way we're moving forward. If he thought that Iron Man was going to be a flop, he wouldn't have said that. He would have changed course, changed direction, and not going down with the ship. Right now, he's very willing to go down with the ship because he knows that in Hollywood, failure doesn't necessarily mean bad publicity. It means that you can go down the excuse machine, and that's exactly what he's wanting to go down. He's wanting to go down the excuse machine so then he can further his political agenda and then be looked on highly in Hollywood and get bigger and better things. That's really what he's wanting. So he knows that he can do whatever he wants to. This could be epic flop, and he doesn't care. Which is bad for fans. It's just bad for fans all the way around. No matter what side of the aisle or what your who you vote for, any of that, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just if you're a fan of it, this isn't what you want. But anyways, it says as Kevin Feige has already stated, a great influence on the future MCU. Here's what Liu had to say when asked if he knows when he'll play the character again. I've got nothing. I've got absolutely nothing. I think we're just so focused on pushing this movie out to the world and making sure people watch it. Actually, I think everybody's more focused on the Eternals now, especially the MCU and Kevin Feige. And when it releases in theaters September 3rd, wherever it's safe for people to do so, that they come out and experience the mind-blowing action and the incredible story that this movie has. This looks like a B level action film. It looks like it doesn't even look like that interesting of a kung fu film in a lot of different ways. Like the stuff that that's coming out from China, Japan, a lot of these places, South Korea, they have had. I've watched better looking films that probably cost half of what this is. This doesn't even look that entertaining. These 10 rings look like something straight out of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's just the way it looks. It even looks that way on the poster. Look at the poster of it. Looks just like something that you would see out of Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, and that's not. I don't want to even besmirk Sonic the Hedgehog because that was actually a really good movie, surprisingly. So you know what? And I hated on that movie a little bit, but that turned out to be a really good movie. Hey, you know what? This might surprise me. It might be better than what I thought, but it kind of reminds me a lot of Snake Eyes in a lot of different ways when it comes to that. Nothing about the trailer is really exciting, and nothing about the movie is exciting, and nothing about the main protagonist is really exciting. And that's just, you got Aquafina and all that to it mixed in with this. It doesn't, there's no one on that cast that really stands out. That makes me go, you know what, I have to watch this movie. Simply because, on good faith, because I know that actor or actress has done well in the past, and even if it's a bad role, will do his or her best to perform at above average quality. I don't even see that in this. So, you know what, Simu Liu, I'm sorry that your one chance with Shang-Chi isn't working out. But hey, you know what? Kevin Feige, I guess, has your back. Because Kevin Feige is basically saying, this is the direction we're going. I don't know if that means more Shang-Chi movies in the future, or if it's just going to go all woke from this point on. I don't know. Probably both. We'll probably get both when it all comes down to it. But let me know what y'all think. Is any of y'all out there really excited about this movie? I mean, it almost kind of feels like an afterthought with the new Eternals trailer coming out. It feels like Marvel's already marketing for something else over this. So, they're expecting a collapse of epic proportion. This is probably going to be the worst film to date, which is saying something because Black Widow was just horrendously bad. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching, and y'all take care.